We tend to think of toys as, well, just toys, simple things for kids to play with. But what if a toy could do more? What if it could carry the weight of history, identity, and real empowerment? Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the Queens of Africa dolls and how one father's concern started a global conversation. It all kicked off with this really powerful moment back in 2007. For Nigerian entrepreneur Taofick Okoya, hearing his own daughter say this, well, it wasn't just heartbreaking, it was a huge wake-up call. He saw a major problem right there in the playroom, and he decided he was the one who had to fix it. And this really gets us to the core question, doesn't it? The toys kids play with are often their very first mirrors to the world. They shape their ideas of what's beautiful, what's valuable, who they're supposed to be. So what's the impact when that mirror shows them someone else entirely? That massive question led directly to a groundbreaking solution. So let's get into how one father's concern really blossomed into a brand that was ready to challenge the status quo. See, instead of just being frustrated, Okoya took action. He actually founded his own company, FICO Solutions Nigeria Ltd., with a super clear mission to create dolls that would give Nigerian children a true reflection of their own beauty and their own heritage. This was a direct challenge to the Western-dominated toy market. And this comparison chart, wow, it just lays it all out, plain and simple. On the left, you've got the typical Western doll ideal. But on the right, you see the incredibly deliberate and powerful choices Okoya made. This wasn't just about changing a skin tone. No, this was a complete reimagining of what a doll could and should be. And you can see just how deep that reimagining went. We're talking rich brown skin tones, fuller, more authentic features, and a real celebration of diverse hair, from afros to braids to curls. The dolls rock these vibrant traditional Ankara prints, and get this, they're even given names that represent Nigeria's major ethnic groups, like Neka for the Igbo, Aziza for the Hausa, and Waralola for the Yoruba. Every single doll is a lesson in cultural pride. So, the big question is, did it actually work? Oh yeah, it worked. At their peak, the Queens of Africa dolls were selling up to 9,000 units a month. They ended up capturing 15% of the entire Nigerian toy market. Think about that. They were outselling the global giant Barbie. That right there is proof of a huge unmet hunger for representation. And that really gets to the heart of it all. This was never just about selling a product. The mission was baked in from day one, empowering the African girl. Using these dolls as actual, tangible tools to build hope, confidence, and a positive identity that's rooted in her own culture. But here's the thing. Okoya's incredible innovation didn't just happen in a vacuum. It's actually the latest chapter in a long, powerful story of resistance and affirmation through, of all things, play. This struggle for representative toys has deep, deep roots. It's a story that stretches back for centuries, way before dolls were ever mass-produced in factories. It's a history written in cloth and thread and an absolutely unbreakable desire for self-recognition. This timeline just shows how long this fight has been going on. As far back as the mid-1800s, you had enslaved women creating handmade dolls as these quiet acts of cultural preservation. Then in 1908, the National Negro Doll Company was founded specifically to fight racist caricatures. Fast forward to the Civil Rights era, and Shindana Toys introduces Baby Nancy with her proud afro. And all of that leads right up to 2007, where Taofick Okoya picks up that torch and carries it forward onto a global stage. So you see, whether it's a handmade keepsake sewn from scraps or a best-selling global brand, these dolls are all serving the same vital purpose. They are so much more than toys. They're artifacts that tell a profound story of history, of resilience, and of joy. Okay, so that brings us right up to today, because this long and important history isn't just something to be studied in a book. It's being actively celebrated, debated, and built upon by a really vibrant community right now. The conversation is more alive than ever, and one of the key places it's all happening is at the Black Doll Symposium. It's this amazing gathering that brings together the leading voices in the field to explore the past, the present, and the future of these powerful objects. And the third annual symposium, which is hosted by Duke University, is coming up soon. The best part? It's virtual and it's free, so anyone in the world can join in. And in a moment that just brings this whole story full circle, a featured speaker is none other than Taofick Okoya himself. How cool is that? And just look at the panel themes. This shows you the incredible depth of the conversation. They're covering everything from the hashtag toyification of identities and serious scholarship to confronting the really painful legacy of racist playthings from the Jim Crow era. It's a truly comprehensive look at the power of play. And that leaves us with one final thought to carry with us. The story of the Queens of Africa dolls proves that a simple object can fundamentally change a child's self-perception. It really makes you wonder, if we can do that with a toy, what other parts of our world are just sitting there waiting to be reimagined for the better?